Greetings. Welcome to the channel. I watched a video from another creator. Can't think of the name. But when I think of it, I'll put it right here. He put out his video on the acquisition of the Chris Cortel stash. From the various auctions and online purchases from Michael Cortel. Now, these first 4 boxes I'm going to show, 3 boxes, are from Chris's stash that I bought from Michael. Big Charlie wanted to see this too because he showed something he bought. So maybe some of the other creators will put out their video too. Don't know. On stuff that they bought. Because somebody bought all of them because they were somebody bidding against me. Anyhow, this kit is not the original kit that I bought. This is one extra one I bought. But this was the kit that Chris had in his stash that I dearly wanted. Because I wanted to build it in Chris's memory. So if you hang on a second, I'll get the car. Okay, this is the actual model from Chris's stash that I built for his celebration of life group build. Hosted by Moonwalker Models, Kenny over there. Hosted it, and thank you, Kenny, for hosting that. I think it's done the first of the year. I planned on doing 2 models, but it didn't work out. Let me change camera angles. This was a build for Chris. I built it for Chris, and his name is Chris. The wheels are not the original wheels, as you can see on the box art. They looked a little small to me, so I want something a little bigger. So I went over to Jay's 1948 or 9 on eBay and bought those off of him. It's platinum silver. I wired the engine, done a bunch of extra stuff to it. I love the kit so much. Of course, I bought another one. Actually, I have 2 more. But this is Chris's car. And many years ago, Chris helped me figure out what this car was and get the parts for it. So these 2 cars go together. This is from my childhood. All I had was the body and the windshield and the hood. No chassis, I had the interior bucket, but it was all geeky. So with his help and Chris Chapman's help, bless his soul too, he's gone. Rest in peace, both of you Chris's. This came about. And that was the first car I rebuilt when I first came back in 2003. But I'd watched YouTube channels for a couple years and Facebook, which I am no longer on. Just want to put that out there. So this is the first bunch. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, up next we have the 66 Ford T-Bird. I like T-Birds, especially this year. 63, 4, 5, 6, and 67. Kind of like the Corvettes, huh? Same years. 53 up. This was also, I got off of Michael. And then this is an Atlantis kit, and I don't remember the size. But it's one of the smaller ones. But that's okay. I'm a big Sinclair fan. And I'm going to build this building. I have a picture of this building. I've showed it on my channel a couple of times as a background. One day I'm going to build this diorama. Of course, this truck's going to be too small for that diorama, but I wanted this truck because it was a Sinclair truck. So those are the 3 kits I got off of Michael. Now the rest of these are not in any specific order or auction. I don't remember. This is like which ones they came from. I think this is the second one, maybe. Doesn't matter. I got this one. And you can see I left the tags on them. And then I got this one. I already have one of these kits, but I wanted that one because, you know, Chris had it. Okay, then the next kit's up. I wanted to get this one. I had it on my shopping list. I do want to say that, like everybody else that was bidding, this was to help Renee and Michael to get closure and help them out financially. So yeah, I paid a little extra for it, but I don't care. That was the whole purpose. I could have got it cheaper somewhere else, but why? This is Chris's. And I got this station wagon, which I am going to build eventually. Because I like station wagons, and it's got the trailer. There again, another one on my list of things to get. And then there's the Dodge L700 tanker, which will be getting dechromed. And I've got decals ordered for Sinclair truck, tanker truck. So this is going to be the tanker truck for my diorama someday. Now, granted, I'm turning 70 in January. So that's something they probably better hurry up. But that's what this purpose of this kit's for. And it'll have the license plate on there, you know. Chris Cortel or C Collection or something. I'll make a custom license plate. You know, they don't have to be that little bitty thing. You know, they can be bigger. They're called labels, stickers. Remember, you used to put them on the back of your car many years ago. I love Texas, or my daddy does it this way. You know, bumper stickers. That's what I was trying to think of. Anyway, that's what this one's for. All right. Be back in a second. But these 3 are on my bucket list to get. And that's the 49 Mercury wagon. These are kind of hard to come by and a little bit on the expensive side when you do find one. And, of course, I'm a Fairlane guy. I've owned several. I owned a 58 for a while, but then like a young dumb kid I traded it off for something else. You know, I had that big new shiny problem back then too. Oh, squirrel! Or shiny! And then we got the 56 Ford Victoria. If you've not seen the theme here, I'm basically a Ford guy. My mom and dad were Chrysler people, go figure that. But I'm a Ford guy. Okay, this is a cool little Dodge pickup. I like the little Dodge pickups. A lot of people use this one to make the Squad 51 rescue unit, and I already got 2 of these, but I wanted another one because it's Chris's. I am going to make one. I've got all the stuff to do it. No, I don't have the box. I'm going to scratch make that. Probably do a video on it. But there's that one. And then, of course, I'm a big Star Trek fan. Could not pass this up. It's all in there. It's partially put together. I'm not going to open the book. Well, yeah, I can. Hang on a second. As you can see, it's all in there. Like I said, I even got a razor blade and all the felts, but it's partially put together. Somebody had it set up. I think Chris might have had it set up. Not sure. Just, you know, throwing that out there as a wild card. I bet $1 on it. So I did get, that's the one I do remember. I thought, well, that's sad. Nobody else wanted it. All right. I got one more, and I'm just gonna leave you sit there. Because this one's a big one too. And this is another Dodge L700. And this one has the car, flatbed. And I'm thinking it's probably going to end up being a car hauler. I'm not sure yet. I'll put a couple cars on it, and it can be hauling cars back and forth to the service station. There again, I bought this for the diorama, maybe. Like I said, got to get there first, Bruce. But that's an awesome rusty technique, ain't it? I did my first rusty the other day. Mars will be proud when he sees it. If you haven't gone to Mars Garage and seen his videos on rusting, you really need to do that, because he's the expert. Well, I would maybe not that far, but anyway, he's got some great videos. And if Bruce can do it, that'd be me. You can do it. So these are, whoops, I got more. What are you thinking, Bruce? The last lot of cars I bought. Actually, this was in it. All right. Okay, last but not least, these are the built kits that I got off of Chris's auction. Here's the Mustang convertible. I spent many hours cleaning on this case because it looked like that. I don't know what that is. Acetone, mineral spirits, lots of other things I tried, Goo Gone, nothing would touch that. To get these two sides here clean, because they was that way all the way up to here, I literally sanded this case down and repolished it. I've never done that before, but now I know how to do glass. You know, I use McGuire and all kinds of different cutting compounds. This is the one of the Mustangs that Chris built. By the way, I didn't all these models you see, I had to fix. This one had the steering wheel broke and the mirrors was broke off laying around down inside. And one of the spinners was off of it. That was an easy fix. Besides the case. But then we got this one. That's a beautiful car. Once again, there was stuff all over this case, and I spent a whole day working on this cover to get it clean. I polished it back up so you can see through it. This car had the right front wheel, and the rear axle was loose, and the left rear wheel was off of it. So it took a while to put that back together. She's a beautiful car. Awesome looking Ford. The hood's a little unruly. There we go, we fixed it. So I put it back on the shelf, that's what I'll do. Okay. This next one, let me move it over here. I don't want to knock these down. This is an awesome 37. When I got it, there was a wheel off, but I just it came off the backing plate and I just put it back on. That was easy. In the meantime, I did not notice in the auction or when I got it home for like 2 or 3 days. By the way, this case was just fine. I'll tell a little story here in a minute. Probably shouldn't, but I will. In the meantime, then I realized that this running board was gone. I thought, well, okay, so I put up a community saying I need to, and that I need one. A couple people answered. Kyle over at RKD. See, Kyle, I got it right this time. You just need to change that to Kyle Scaleworks. Be done with it, buddy, please. No, not really. Us old farts will get it figured out sooner or later. He found a set of running boards. Well, that same very day, Michael contacted me and said, so I sent him pictures of the models after I fixed them. And he said, thank you very much. And he was the ones that packed these last ones that you're seeing here. Because he said he wanted to get closure. So in the meantime of him mailing that, he said he was cleaning up after packing everything. And he bent down and found this piece of plastic laying on the floor. And he said he had it in his hand. He was getting ready to toss it in the trash. And he heard Chris go, no, don't do that. Save it. His words. And I said, well, Chris is still looking out for us, ain't he? And Michael agreed with that. So in the meantime, while he mailed this to me, I was picking it up, moving it around. First the cab came off, and then I was looking at the cab, then one of the side panels, kick panels came loose. I tore the cab apart, re-glued that, and then the engine came loose, so I re-glued that, and then I put the cab back on, and then when I was putting the running board back on, I popped the other running board off. So I fixed that, and then the grill fell out. So I fixed that. She's all glued back together, folks. The only thing I didn't glue was the sideboards. But Chris, she's in good hands, buddy. There's a spot up here on the top. Don't know what caused it, but you can see the gold paint through it. So I took a black Sharpie and went across it. Sitting in the display case, you ain't gonna see it. Sitting on my shelf, she looks great. But back to Michael told me one time. Of course, everybody knows Chris had cancer and was in remission a couple of times, and he was always sick and didn't feel good, but he didn't show that on the camera. And he got mad one day and was throwing stuff in the trash can. So that may have been what part of that deal was these covers. And Michael said he went and drug all that stuff out of the dumpsters. So, bless his heart. Chris was an inspiration to all of us. Just like Chris Chapman. I'm sorry. So that's the those 3 car kits. Oh, there's a bonus. There's 3 jugs out of one of those kits that has the jugs in them. In the back of this, it was stuffed inside this thing. I thought, what is that rattling around in there? I don't remember what movie this is off of. I'm going to say Lost in Space, but that's wrong. But I wanted it because I thought it was cute. It's made by Atlantis Models. You know how I know that? Says so right there. But I set that on my desk and look at it all the time. Kind of reminds me of the Flying Sub. But it's a spaceship. And I swear I can't remember what movie. If anybody knows, bloop it down in the comments. And please, leave comments. And then here is the Enterprise. This nacelle was off of it. That was the only thing that was wrong with it. Did not come with a stand. So I had this piece of wood. I'm trying to remember the name of this tree, and I can't remember it. Well, when I think of it, I'll put it across the screen here. It's one of those trees the kids brought home and planted from school, and it grew. My dog Buster kept getting wrapped around this tree for most of his life. So 2 years before he passed away, I had it cut down. And I saved pieces of it. And this is one of the pieces. And I thought, well, how fitting. This did not come with a stand. This is a 6014 welding rod. So I'm going to put a plaque on here with Buster's picture and Chris's picture and their dates on here. I'll probably put a clear finish on it. But that's been laid out there in the carport for 2 years. So, well, how fitting. I'll make a stand out of it because it's actually just the right shape. Michael thought it was cool. Yeah, I sent Michael all these pictures. Anyhow, that's the Chris Cortel collection that I acquired. So there's my video. And eventually I will build some of the kits. And others will just stay in the box that's marked the Chris Cortel collection. Anyway, I'm rambling on again, Bruce. Always wasting time, Bruce. Yucky. Screwing up the algorithms. Speaking of, I don't really care. I make the videos that I want to make, and if you want to watch them, great. If you don't, that's great too. Yes, they're long and they're short, and I ramble a lot, just like now. But there's no mistaking, I appreciate every single person that watches my old crazy videos of this old man. Thank you to all my subscribers. Now, I've been on YouTube for a couple years, do lineage content, and I do electronic stuff, and now mostly models. But I did not do this to, become famous, and no, I'm not monetized. I got 218 subscribers. Like I said, I've been on here 2 years. Other channels started 5 months ago, and they've got 2,000, 4,000 subscribers. Okay. They do things differently. People like them better. It's okay. I don't have a problem with it. I just do this to show my stuff, my models I work on, ramble a little bit, make new friends, and hopefully show someone something they don't know. And we're trying to remember some of the old stuff that I used to do many years ago. And by the way, we have shop cards now for anyone that wants one. And there's the address at the top. Email me. I'll be glad to send you one. Trade. Doesn't matter. You can have a channel or not have a channel. If you want a card, I'll send it. Just email me. Say, hey, I want one of those black cards. And I want to thank Manny over to Manny Scale Models for helping me make these. Good guy, Manny. Go watch his channel. Links in the description below. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. God bless. Remember, be kind to your neighbors. You don't know when you're going to see them again. Or if you do. Here today, gone tomorrow. It's quite obvious. And whatever you do, save the fingers. It's a dangerous hobby. We use sharp instruments. Mommy, I cut my thumb off. Oh, no. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, goodbye, everybody. God bless. I'm still rambling. Can't believe that, Bruce. You just ramble. Never shut